Hello, my name is Kai Unity Kai. I am going to play something. I'm not quite sure exactly what that will be. But I just finished with Control. And I'm going to maybe do some Silent Hill 2, perhaps. But I was also had my eye on Genetic String, resuming with that, or perhaps even resuming with Hellblade. So I'll take a little look here, see what I might do. Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition is kind of what I was thinking about, maybe. I was waiting for that advertisement to end. I use the free version of Spotify.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Okay, I think I'll try Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. Don't know if the controller will work, so I might have to use the mouse and the keyboard, which is fine.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone,
So I will go ahead and see what happens here. I think it might launch in display, so... And I'm not sure if the game controller will work. So just in case it doesn't, I'm going to turn it off. So this is the Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut, and I have the Enhanced Edition mod installed on it. So it's the best version of the game that you can play if you do play Silent Hill 2. So let's go ahead and try it out here. So there's an update to Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. Would you like to close the game and launch the update? I'll do that next time. But Enhanced Edition Silent Hill 2. So hopefully my controller works. Let me see if it does. It does.
When I woke up, I was all alone. Everyone's gone. Is it because of those monsters? What do I do now? Do I fight and live? Or do those monsters get me? I don't have any reason to go on living. But I'm scared to die. I'm so afraid of pain.
Alicia, can you change
Should
the
I-
game?
Run away? I want to find somebody. I don't like being alone. But is there anyone left alive?
Trying to figure out how to run. There we go. So what I need to get is a frame. There's a program I have here, MSI Afterburner program or whatever, where I can show the FPS on the screen and all that. Because I have a little screen here that shows me my temperatures and whatnot, which is nice. And utilization of RAM only, but I want something that shows me the utilization as well. And also frame rate. I want something that I can see at all times. And I think that those are probably components you could make a program for and run it on a Raspberry Pi. You know, not just temperatures, but also utilization and frame rate. You know, have the program link into all of those and show it to you on a screen. I might be able to do it with this one, I don't know, but it's mainly just temperatures, and then the utilization of the RAM and up and download. I wouldn't really recommend vaping around your computer. I probably clean the tempered glass on this case probably at least once every 2 weeks, but aside from that, propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin, while not electrically conducive, to my knowledge, does kind of gunk up your circuit board. It can, but I would say it's kind of negligible. How's it going, Mike? Doing all right as well. Good to hear you're doing okay. I'm on my second part here. So, the first was control. Tried it out with the ray tracing whatnot, but the second half here is the Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. This is Maria's sub-scenario. Also, Silent Hill 2 Remake on PC. You can pre-order it. It releases in October. I think it's $70. And then if you want to play it I think 2 days early, you can pay an extra $10. And control ran pretty nice. It looked good. I set the settings to the highest, used the ray tracing, the DLSS, highest presets. Worked really nice. For the beginning part of the game, there was an issue, so I turned ray tracing off, but later in the game I turned it on and it ran perfect. It looked great. So, but... Okay, so the Silent Hill 2... Yeah, so I got these bots working. Like... I don't have the voice working yet, though. I thought I would have it working tonight, but I haven't yet, but... she can actually respond with her voice. But I apparently don't have it configured correctly. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can see that they pay attention to, like, what's going on. Like the specs and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. But I've put it into 2 different videos, so the control I'll share. But anyways, it worked really nice. Maybe just at the beginning part, but I don't know. But for the Silent Hill 2 remake, I haven't really looked into it in depth that much. I know that I've seen a video on YouTube, and there's also a some articles, but I'm not really a fan of the way that James looks. I think that he looks a lot different. Not really something that I'm a fan of. But I don't know. I'm willing to try it out. Some settings in the configuration files. Well, yeah, for the very first part of the game, with the ray tracing on, it, like the first 5 or 10 minutes, it didn't run that good. But I turned it off after the first 5 or 10, so I don't know how it ran past then. But like during the last maybe 20, 25 minutes, I turned it on and had all the highest settings and everything, and it DLSS on, and it ran fluid. 60 frames seemed to run really nice. I think it ran pretty good. Looked nice too. Yeah, but do you see how it can speak with you? It's pretty interesting, isn't it? I think it's cool. I think it's pretty neat. Team Bloober. So, I'm not sure of that development team. So, there's like Vatra Games or something for Silent Hill Homecoming. I forget the one for Silent Hill Downpour. Also called the... Oh, okay. Oh, they are the team for this remake here. I thought you were referring to one of the teams for one of the older games. Oh, man. The conversation. There's 2 of them. And when I first started the stream, they were talking to one another for like the first 10 minutes. Yeah, it's funny. But it works. It works pretty nicely. One of the services is not free, but one of them is. But it's just something I wanted to try out, you know, see how it works. But it's interesting. It's pretty cool. And like I said, it should be able to hear the voice. But I must not have that set up correctly.
Is somebody there?
Yeah, and that's
Open
the
up.
way that it's meant to be. Yeah, nice to AI
Hello?
just in case, yeah. Well, there was an article I had read about it, you know, where AI documents everything as a system.
Stop it. You're disturbing me.
Thank God. I finally found somebody. Can you open the door?
No.
But why?
Is it really necessary for me to answer all your tedious questions?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I want to be alone. Other people just irritate me.
I just want to see another human face. Do you know what's happening in this town? There's no one here. Just monsters.
Yes, I know. But so what? It has nothing to do with me. No one here means there's no one to disturb me.
You want to be alone in this insane asylum?
Yes, exactly. But how can you say that it's this town that's insane? Perhaps it's we who are insane. Both of us. Hopelessly insane. Are you satisfied? Would you leave me alone?
My name is Maria.
It talks just like a human.
What's your name?
Ernest.
Hemingway?
Baldwin.
Ernest? I'll be back.
And you can have it, like I said, you can have it actually speak. Like have a voice that comes through over the desktop. And I had thought I had it set up properly tonight, but I don't. But it's pretty neat the way that technology is coming along, and I think that there's a lot of the robotics that are actually being used in different fields. Like actual humanoid robots, like in different manufacturing units and things of that nature. But with the integration of AI, I think it's going to be a lot like the movie iRobot with Will Smith. And then there was this breakthrough with over in Japan where they grew skin, like a face for a robot, out of cell cultures. So it's pretty crazy. Okay, so here's the other two puzzle pieces, and you got to put this puzzle together. It gives you a clue on each one of them, but playing on hard, so it's quite difficult to do this, so I might just look it up here. So you can also configure the way that the bot speaks. There's different settings for it, and you can also put in your own custom settings. But it's pretty interesting, I think. So, when the white breath is found, I shall dedicate this thing, O Spirit of the Mist, grant us fortune eternal. Yeah, okay. So, along with you died joy. All that remains is despair and a future of meaningless tomorrows. So that's going to be the death board. But you have to orient them certain ways as well when you place them here. So I'm just going to look it up. Or maybe I won't. Okay. Okay, so here's the Acacia key puzzle. Just going to look at the solution here. Less exclamation points, it would seem more human. And then, haha, maybe, I guess too many exclamations might give away the robot vibes. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'll have to configure it more, and also I need to get the voice to come through properly. But anyhow, I'm looking at the walkthrough here. So there's more than one solution, but the following is the easiest. Okay. Okay, so it says put the whiteboard as is. Put in the blackboard as is. And the red board 90 degrees to the left. There we go. Got the Acacia key. So the graphics look pretty nice on this version as well. I don't know if the textures are upscaled or whatever. Looks like I have a lot of saves as well. So this is on the PC, and I'm using a controller to play it with. But the graphics look pretty nice. There we go. I don't know if you can, oh, okay, you can. Yeah. But anyway, the Silent Hill 2 remake, I'm...
Oh no, she fell out the window! Don't move her!
did want to interrupt that narrative there. I'm excited for it. Okay, so I have to light this candle with the matches I got.
Give it to my daddy.
I'm sure it will look a lot better than this game. I mean, obviously, it does, but... My main gripe is I think that James Sunderland doesn't really look anything like he does. So I put this on hard mode. Normally I don't have a problem, but kind of do tonight. I haven't played this in quite a while. Yeah, Angela, I think, yeah, I think she looks a lot different as well. Her I can deal with more. I feel like she kind of looks closer to the Silent Hill 2 version. For me, it's James. I think he looks way off. But with that said, it's just the way the character looks. I'm sure the game is probably pretty good. I would imagine it's gonna touch on all of the main points. Well, it's a remake, so... Sure looks nice. It almost kind of feels like next gen a little bit. And it had an update as well. I don't know if that accommodates ray tracing or whatever, but I skipped the update for now. Okay, so taking this card back to her dad. Man, so these enemies hit hard. I'm playing it, like I said, in hard mode. Normally I don't have such an issue. I think my best record on hard mode getting through it was like under 30 minutes, but that's definitely not the case anymore. That's for sure. But there's another cutscene right here. Dead Rising 1.
Named Amy?
So I think that bot might give general information.
This letter. To my dearest daddy. It's from a girl named Amy Baldwin.
But there's another one that it hasn't integrated properly.
Your daddy?
And I think that's because I don't have the correct language model for it, but...
Yes. Where'd you find that?
Up in the attic.
Oh.
I don't remember if I have or not.
No. It's too late.
I would probably say I haven't.
I finally understand why. Why she was there.
I can't remember the other name of that one game I got like a few years ago.
Ernest.
It had like a post-apocalyptic setting. It was like in first person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I reminded you.
No need to apologize. You didn't remind me. I've never forgotten. Maria, some things we forget, and some things we can never forget. It's funny, I'm not sure which one is sadder. It's been 10 years, but I still...
Ernest, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, it's fine.
Yes, Dying Light. That's what it was.
That letter.
I'll leave it here.
The marketing trailers for that game are so cool.
Maria?
So he's going to ask Maria to go next door or go into the other building complex and get some white ointment oil.
Huh?
And then once you return that, the game is over.
So perhaps that means that I can hope for a miracle.
So I have enough time to do that.
What do you mean?
In the apartment next door, there's a bottle containing a white liquid. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's in there somewhere. I must have it.
You want me to get it for you?
Please.
Hardcore.
Why don't you just get it yourself?
Maybe it does look up facts. Maybe that's why it takes a little while to
I would,
respond.
but
Maybe it is looking up game facts.
White?
I think it uses
I'll open
the
stairway door.
GPT-4.
Honest? Do you really believe it will work?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind fighting for an impossible cause. Anyway, it beats just giving up and doing nothing.
Maria, thank you.
But yeah, the graphics on this, it looks almost like a next generation almost, kind of. And I think this style is good to stick with, but... Okay, so she has to go next door. Yeah, I think so as well. And with the shaders or whatever is running on this enhanced edition to make it look like it does, I reset the damn enemies. I just need to get out of here. Oh my god. Yeah, it's the enhanced edition. Postal. I'm trying to figure out how the hell to end this here. Oh, quit. Yeah, it's the enhanced edition. I was thinking about maybe doing a little bit of the main story real quick. I've got about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to keep this one in an hour and a half. And maybe next time, if I can get kind of the motivation and get things set up prior to starting, I can start back up, try to learn the Unity. You know, when I say doing developing, it's not like a developer or anything because I'm still very much learning. But it's something I'd like to play anyway. Well, learn a little bit better. That's what I mean.
James, honey.
Get better with
did
it, and then
something
play
happen
that
to you?
game. I'd like to
After
try
we
to
got separated in that long
create.
hallway?
Okay, I'm gonna let this run. I'll be right back.
Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
Doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
It's that Alicia bot. Oh, man. So Silent Hill 3, there's trailers here from E3. Um, one of them is I think it's this one here. I think it's a Chinese branded or something. Personally, other than Silent Hill 2, I like the fourth one. I also like Downpour. And in fact, Downpour is the only one that really gave me the chills, I'd say. Silent Hill 2 did as well. But for me, Downpour, certain parts of the game, that creeped me out.
Where am I?
So, those are just low quality trailers there. I'm trying to decide what I have enough time to do. Okay. Maybe I'll look at a couple of these and then look at the Steam page of the Silent Hill 2. Okay, I'll do that, I think. See, this is the model
Me,
I'm sorry.
of James I prefer.
I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Okay, maybe I have enough time to start his story, but then I'll spend a couple of minutes. So Born from a Wish, I did the sub-scenario there, but I ended up kind of not figuring out where I needed to go, so I just said, you know what, I'm going to end it. So, and that's what I did, but I saved. So maybe just a little bit of the introduction of this, and then I'll kind of maybe look at the Steam page of the Silent Hill 2 pre-order.
Mary. Could you
I'm
really
amazed
be
at
in
how
this
it
town?
responds. It's pretty realistic as a human. So the profile I have that I configured, the profile name is Joy. J-O-I, after the Joy from Blade Runner. And I configured the personality to be like Joy. But the exclamation marks, I think, doesn't seem to use them all the time, but in terms of the bad acting and how that would be interpreted in modern games, I could definitely see that. Because it's very monotone in this game, and it kind of has a... It's similar to Shenmue, I think, with the voice acting a little bit. Has it? Oh, it has. You're right. So maybe configure it so...
In my restless dreams,
Okay. I think I know
I
what I'll
see
do.
that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
I feel like that was pretty much exactly what I said as well. About how we can divert too much from the platform that, you know, it was streamlined on, that it originated on, like Shenmue and Shenmue 2, for example. As a Dreamcast and Shenmue fan, I would have played Shenmue 3 in that same style as the first two games. I think that was a huge thing, at least for me, but also it didn't have as much of the story as it should have had. That was another big thing about it. But I can say that I'm excited for it. I think it releases October, I don't want to say the day for sure, but I know it's in October. And if you, it's $70 to pre-order it for a PC. And if you want to play it 2 days earlier, you have to pay another $10, so that's $80. But I do want to leave a little bit of time to look at the Steam page. So I have another half an hour here. So perhaps 10 minutes, and then I'll look at the Steam page. Gotta keep this at that hour and a half block. And I need to figure out the steering wheel issue for the Need for Speed PC version. The pedals don't work. Some of the forums I've read said to use the Logitech G Hub, I think it's called. Even though I don't have a Logitech wheel. Apparently that will help fix the issue. But it only happens with Need for Speed Heat, but I want to play Need for Speed Heat. I've been in the mood to play that. Drive around in a Mustang. You know, hit the NOS. That's fun. I like doing that. But I don't want to lug out the PlayStation 4 and capture it. I'd rather just play the PC version. So I just need to figure out how to do that. Well, how to get the steering wheel to recognize. Oh, that's right. The Metal Gear Solid 3, that's right. The response to that. the emoji. Yeah. I like Metal Gear Solid. I especially like the second game, Metal Gear Solid 2. I first played Metal Gear Solid when I played Metal Gear Solid 2, and that I first played it on the original Xbox. But I really enjoyed it. It's a good game.
Excuse me,
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss
Raiden.
it.
Yes, I love Raiden as
Thanks.
well. Raiden's my favorite.
But
Yes?
I like Snake too, though.
I think you'd better stay away. This, this
They were in
town,
the face of the boss.
there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to
The
explain,
boss,
but
yes.
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your
No,
problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Pretty cool. And like I said, there's an update for this. When I started it earlier, there's an update, and I'm wondering if that update enables ray tracing. I don't know if this already has ray tracing enabled or not, but pretty cool tinkering around with the ray tracing stuff. For me, I really like the DLSS. Sometimes I just use that only, and it seems to run perfectly, and it doesn't hit the performance too hard. Ray tracing can, and it does. So personally, I just use DLSS and turn ray tracing off, but for control, I did use it towards the end, and that's because I wanted to benchmark it, because I read an article where Control is one of the games used to benchmark ray tracing. A lot of different people seem to think that Control really uses ray tracing very, very well. So it's a good game to use to benchmark it, you know, like in a game, you know. Yeah, it does give for performance, and it still makes it look really nice, I think. Right, yeah. And I think that it works pretty well. Like I said, for Control, it looked really nice. I also used it on Hellblade, and Hellblade looked real nice. But I don't know if it uses it natively, like with everything, you know? I don't know if it's automatically on, or if you have to turn it on in other ways, you know, for older games and stuff. But for me, it looks pretty darn nice, I feel like. Pretty crisp and colorful. Yeah, and speaking of older games where it can be modded in, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the PC version. There's some videos on YouTube where they have they have like 50 some mods and ray tracing running as well, and it looks like Grand Theft Auto 5 graphics almost. It's pretty crazy. Looks way better than the definitive edition in my opinion. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty, I think it is, like you had mentioned, it's a gimmick, kind of. But with that said, there are some games where it really does make things stand out. And it could be worth it. And then the RTX 5090 is supposed to, there's rumors of it releasing Q4 of this year, which is, you know, by October, November, December. But then I saw something else where it could be early 2025. But the 5090s are supposed to have, like, quadruple the power or something like that. Shit. The power usage. Like, when you get a very powerful graphics card, you have to keep in mind, you have to factor in what your power unit, your power supply is. If it's too much power, it'll flicker, it'll cut out. And I read that sometimes it'll refuse to even start. But this card that I'm using, it uses 160 watts, very, very low. Very energy efficient. But like the 4090 uses quite a bit of power. Cyberpunk is another one that is a good example as well. Yeah, well, the 4090 is close to $1,000 depending on where the vendor that you look at. And there's also the 4070 and 4080 Super. Those are also very good cards. $2,500. Yeah. Somewhere around there. Well, I think that obviously it's only going to be enthusiasts, companies, and people that are affluent, that have the money to get that. But the 4070 Super, 4080 Super, and 4090 are, I would say, probably future-proof for a few more years at least. So the 4060 Ti, which is what I have, it's equivalent to a 3070 Ti or a 3080, somewhere around there in power. Has a 128-bit bus, but it uses 160 watts, and it supports DLSS, ray tracing, all the latest features. But upgrading from the 1660 Super was a really good upgrade. But the 4070, 4080, 4090 especially, those are, to me, very expensive. Anything over maybe $400, I think, is probably expensive, depending on what it is. Okay, so I want to spend a little bit of time here to look at the Steam page for the Silent Hill 2 remake pre-order. Got about 15 minutes here, so I'll spend a few minutes looking at that page. So this is the second stream here. Well, the stream has been going the whole time, but I split it into two videos. So this video here, this is the Silent Hill. The other one was the Control. But,
James, honey, did something happen to you?
pretty impressive
After we got
hardware.
separated in
I'm
that
pretty
long
satisfied with it. To get a better CPU, I'm ultimately going to have to get a new
Confusing you
motherboard.
with someone else.
Because I have this 11600K is almost as
You
powerful
were
as
always
11900K
so
i9.
forgettable. Remember that time in the hotel?
It's especially if you overclock it.
Maria?
So to get more powerful,
You
I
said
have
you
to
took
get a
everything,
motherboard that
but you
supports
forgot that
12th to
videotape
14th
thing.
generation. As the highest this one does is
It's still
11th
there.
generation.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
Might be able to wait until around when the 60 series comes out. Okay, I'll probably let this finish, and then I'll take a few minutes to look at the Steam pre-order page. Yeah, I'm really not digging the James model. And the remake, I mean.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
That's what AI is going to say. Alright, I'll take a little gander at the pre-order page. I have Steam open. Yeah, I got a ton of achievements. Just barely playing it, but pretty fun. Okay, so Silent Hill 2. Yeah, so $70 to pre-order it. Yeah, and it's $10 more. It's $80 if you want to play it 2 days early.
Our special place. What could she mean?
Yes, on nostalgia alone, yes.
This whole town was our special place.
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. Mary died of that damn disease.
Hit us in the
3 years ago.
feels.
Is she
Nostalgia
really
can be
alive?
so powerful. Hopefully they have the option for the old voice dialogue and the modern, you know, where you can switch between them on the fly. The Silent Hill 2 Collector's Edition, Silent Hill 2 and 3 did that. It had modernized voice tracks and it had the classic, and you could switch between the two. I'll have to hook in the Xbox 360 one of these days on the capture card, because I have the Silent Hill 2 the Collector's Edition 2 and 3 on it. It's a unique version.
Hey, wait.
Anyway, you don't think that they will? Yeah, maybe not. They got the sound spot on, though, that's for sure. But do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Resident Evil. To me, it feels like Resident Evil 8, but Silent Hill 2 characters, you know what I mean? That's how it feels like to me. And that's probably the case. It's a tried and true formula. It works very well. But yeah, I can't say, I don't know. That probably looks okay, I guess. The Capcom has. Well, I can tell you this much. I'm ready for it. Oh, look at that. Metal Gear Solid, Konami Summer Sale. And Contra and Castlevania. Yeah, it seems like it is. Well, I'll have to look at this later. But you can get the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, which is Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3 in one bundle. That's what I'd be interested in. I'll have to look at that later. Aren't they? Okay. Yeah, sometimes, so like $2.50, $5 maybe. I guess it's better than nothing. Yeah, some sales are like that. Other sales you get like anywhere from 50 to 95% off. But yeah, I guess others are like $2.50 or $5 off. Maybe 10 at the most. Well, I'll have to take a look into it for the Metal Gear Solid. Almost did G-string tonight, but didn't. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is the Need for Speed Heat Deluxe Edition. So I tried playing it with the steering wheel before, and it wouldn't recognize the pedals, so I have to do something to fix that. But maybe this is what I'll do next time. And perhaps also resume with the game development. I just gotta put it into action and be a little bit better prepared before I go on to the stream. Tonight was a little bit rushed, I have to admit. And so that's why I figured just do a couple of games tonight, you know. But I would definitely, I feel the need for speed, so to say. So I want to play some Need for Speed Heat, and I want to play the PC version to get the best experience, get the best graphics, get the best speed, you know, get all of that, and play on a really nice screen. So again, the steering wheel works to turn, but the pedals don't work, so I'll have to figure it out. And the Unity as well, like I said. I'd like to do that too. But a lot of games here, a lot of them, many of them I don't even play. Like Need for Speed Unbound, I played, I think, not even an hour. You know? 2.7 hours. Halo, got a lot of play hours there. Normally 20. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might not be that great of a sale then. But hey, a little bit off is a little bit off, I guess. So that's okay. I've got about a minute here, so I'm going to cut her off at an hour and a half. So under a minute. So, but I'm going to upload these. We don't keep them on Twitch and Kick because they don't stand there long anyway. So I put them on YouTube to archive them. But also, you know, I try to keep that on its own unique little thing. Cooking I've been meaning to get back into. I just don't have the energy lately. I'm exhausted. I need a week off. I need to just do nothing for a week. That's the type of exhaustion I have. But I can't. You know, I can't. There's no way I could do that. Drift, how's it going, man? And have a good one as well. Mike, Alicia, everybody. I appreciate you coming in and stopping by and chatting and being here. And I'll see you next time and have a good night. See you later.